Hey, what is up, everybody? We're back. Hope everybody had a good break. If anybody's actually coming back from the first stream, a lot of things happened since we last chatted. I had lunch, so I'm definitely in a much better mood. Also went for a run, almost had a heart attack. More importantly, this came in the mail. The last Bricklink order, actually, that I'm waiting for this set. Doesn't actually have much in it, but some critical pieces. I don't know why they put it in such a big envelope. Oh man, like re-shrink wrap bags and everything. Next level Bricklink store. Rosh, yes. Hello again. Yes, the parts arrived. Excellent. Sand blue eggs, which I think I have somewhere, but I couldn't find them. Some eggs. Some of these fancy new foliage pieces, which I quite like. Obviously, that's a terrible shot. But, and the game controller for the submarine, and then some extra. I just needed a few more extra medium nougat bricks, but I mean, it all depends what store you order from, whether you get them in different parts or not, bags or not. But anyway, we might as well, while we're here, I'm gonna put the little game controller for my submersible in the Ocean Lab. Now they can control the sub when they want to. Oh, this wasn't ordered from Lego. This was just ordered from Bricklink. So some independent store. Okay, so what are we moving on to? We're just going to jump right in. We are going to build the main entrance hallway, which is the bag of parts I accidentally dumped out earlier. Where's my instructions? Get my instructions up. Since I clearly do not remember how to build this. All right, let's jump right into it. I decided to go with a dark red and dark blue kind of, I guess it's like a very elegant entryway. You know, ostentatious and very rich. Spare no expense at the Academy. Rosh, I heard the dual molded corn piece was not available. Yeah, I don't recall seeing it anyway. It would have been nice to have some corn plants in the greenhouse. But, you know, I just made do with what we had. Everybody else was in the same boat, so. Teen Burko, hello, greetings from Norway, cheers, thanks for joining. What do we got going on here? 3, 4. Also kind of ran out of 1x6 brown bricks. I mean, I'm sure I have a lot, but they're all built into various models, so I have to replace some of them with 1x4s and 1x2s. Also, like the relatively new rat piece that hid a rat under the stairs, getting in all kinds of trouble. Oh, fan of Hero. Welcome from Denmark. Oh, Trick Shorts. Greetings from Canada. Fellow Canadian in the chats. Greetings from Germany. Marcus, cheers. At what point do you find Lego boring? I don't know. Lego is such a versatile building system that I find it'd be pretty hard to get bored. You can just change the style that you build in. You can build with different parts. You can build with Technic, system, whatever. There's such a variety of ways to enjoy it that I imagine it's hard to get bored. I mean, I've definitely taken breaks at various times over the years. Between like 2010 and 2012, Crystal and I were traveling for like most of that time. So obviously I didn't do much Lego. Even before then, for a couple of years, I probably didn't do a lot with it. So yeah, I mean, it comes and goes. Even now, sometimes I take a break every once in a while for a few weeks. Certainly in the summer when Crystal and I are traveling, I do not do any building. And I think that's it's actually good to kind of recharge your batteries, to take a break every once in a while. Trick Shorts. Lego is never boring, indeed. I just think there's so much you can do with it. And I guess if you... Yeah, you can even just build sets. Build sets. Which is what I'm sure most people do. And I do on occasion as well, but not very often these days. I just don't have time. Make sure I'm doing this right. Decided to try and do a nice little mosaic pattern on the floor. Whoops. Let's put the wrong color in there. Do you collect sets or just mainly build your own creations? I mean, I still buy EA Baller. I still buy quite a few sets, but mostly just for parts these days. I don't actually build them that often. So yeah, I mostly build my own stuff. It is definitely, for me, more interesting that way. Definitely much prefer the challenge of trying to design my own models. Oh, Crystal's in the chat. Hey, how did the run go? Where did you go? Oh, yeah, I went for a run over the lunch break. Went to... we have a fancy new treadmill with a screen on it, and so you can go run like in different parts of the world. It's pretty exciting. But today I actually did a HIIT program, high intensity interval training. So there was some dude on the screen talking to me, trying to motivate me to go. Almost died. I did manage to run 20 kilometers an hour for 30 seconds at the end, which kind of blows my mind that that's how fast they run, like marathon pace, world record marathon pace. I could barely do it, but I'm still here, so that's good. Story Bricks, glad to see you're streaming. Oh, Trick Shorts, my favorite creation you made was a wave simulator. Thanks, cheers. What's your opinion on Duplo, fan of Hero, or other building systems? Can't think of any off the top of my head. I mean, I don't really have any Duplo, to be honest, but I mean, I think it's great. Yeah, it's a great system, and it's because it's compatible with the regular system. You can use it as like interior support and such if you're building big models, which is pretty awesome. I'm definitely all for that. I don't really build anything that big that warrants it, but I know a lot of people that do. We have a nice back door on the back to get out. Victoria Pokovic, how long have you been doing this? All caps. All caps are clearly not necessary. 10 minutes. Duncan Alston. Hey, Jason, it's Wednesday, the new Friday. No, the only reason I'm doing this midweek is because, well, the BDP was announced yesterday, so I thought I might as well do it now. And I think we'll be busy. I'll be busy Friday, so I don't know how much time I'll have. But hopefully, in a couple of weeks, I'll start doing some Friday streams again. Not this Friday or next Friday, but the Friday after. Oh, Trick Shorts, thanks for stopping in. Obviously, I'm exaggerating when I say I almost died from the exercise, but it was hard. Definitely hard. Did some hard running. I almost felt like I was going to die, but I'm sure I was a long ways from it. Yeah, obviously the chat is a bit delayed for me. That's fine. You guys can wait for a response if you're patient. I think there's probably a delay in the stream going out from my basement as well. Okay, we're building another wall section. This is the back wall. And we'll also go around the door. And it also supports the stairs. Clearly I just did that completely wrong. Can you tell me where I can buy the same set? You cannot buy it. Oh, that reminds me. It's on the Bricklink designer program. So I'm trying to hopefully maybe get it. Hopefully it'll get some success and maybe it'll make it. Here. I'll add a link in the chat. We'll pin that to the top. If anybody wants to actually show some support for this model, you can head on over to the Bricklink designer program. All they're looking for now is some voting. You know, do you like it? Do you not like it? So express your opinion, whether you like the model, don't like the model. And we'll take all that into account with some other criteria. And someday, perhaps, it will become an actual produced set. That is the ultimate goal, anyway. Clearly messed that up, too. Crafting Bricks, hey, welcome to the chat again. Okay, I think I built this correctly this time. We'll put the back wall in. And then we'll connect it all up together. And now we're going to build some staircases. Use some stairs going up to the upper floor. Actually, was wishy and washying about what color to make the actual stairs. In the end, I went with brown, but I actually don't think it's the best color for this. It's maybe more realistic because it's wooden. But I think a more contrasting color would have also worked quite well. Maybe even just light gray or tan or something. Hello from Russia. Cheers. Your architecture and your imagination are impressive. Oh, thanks. Rosh, I advise you to reach out all social channels to reach funding. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to pimp it that much. I already made some posts on on social media, so hopefully that'll get some eyeballs on it. And I will definitely post some more pictures over the coming weeks to give it some promotion, and obviously I'm doing these live streams. Okay, we've got a staircase. So, and then I even designed some railings for it. Just some black bars. Nothing too fancy. Archer, welcome to the chat. Have I ever been to Serbia? I have not. This is the upper stair railing. And then we also made a little lower stair railing. I think it's a bad idea to have a room with a pond next to the carpeted room. Yep. Probably is not the greatest idea. Do you want mold? That's how you get mold. Clearly, they have poor building management. Okay, so these appear to be all extra pieces. Love the mini solar system. Our Hamburg. Cheers. I think you mean the geothermal system, maybe. Okay, next we are going to be working on chemistry lab. Unless it's on purpose so they can study the mold, yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe they do. You never really know what's going on with in the academy. There are some crazy, crazy scientists. You never know what they're up to. Okay. I'll make some room here. As in the ocean room, we're just gonna tile the floor first. I decided to use these like light aqua accent tiles. I think they're pretty cool. They contrast nicely with the white ones. To give a nice little, clean look, like it's a kitchen or lab, I mean, it's definitely a lab. And then, of course, I interspersed these plates with studs on them so that we can attach the minifigs in different places. In the space room in the house, have seen it on Bricklink. Looks like the sun. Oh, the orrery. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, it's a little homage to my orrery design. I added it in the astronomy lab. We will get to that. Probably not today, maybe tomorrow. This is not an official set. No, it is not. There's a link at the top of the chat if you want to check it out. It could be an official set. It could be. Knight. Best Lego YouTuber out there. Well, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I appreciate the sentiment. Do I like Russians? I mean, I don't know that many Russians, so... Zachamation, you've done so much since earlier. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't just stand around chatting. I actually do some building every once in a while, too. I mean, really, there's only one room done. So, still a long ways to go. But we are making progress. Absolutely. And right now, there's tiling. I wanted some space in here to be nice and bright instead of dark, so this is going to be that room. Duncan Alston, Jason, am I missing a joke or is there a typo? Yes, it is a joke. If you read the whole description, it does make reference to the fact that the Academy for Aspiring Scientists has had many incidents in the past to the point where most people refer to it as the Academy for, as a pizza box, Expiring Scientists instead. They do not have a very good safety record. And there are various things that can go wrong in the Academy. We haven't really got to many of them yet, although the sea serpent is a bit of a danger. You definitely gotta watch your step around it. Do I have any experience building Lego mechs robots? Not really. I haven't really built... I can't think of any. Not recently, anyway. So, yeah. That'll be a no on that one. Oh, here's my green egg that I just got in the mail today. Little dinosaur egg that somebody recovered from the past. Probably from the portal upstairs, which we'll get to tomorrow. And then we also have a nice little bell jar with a little exotic plant inside. Crafting bricks, the build is looking amazing. Cheers, thanks. Where did my actual bell go? Oh, there it is. Is there a 0 days since last incident sign? Joe Macko. There is not, sadly. I did think about adding one in. But in the end, I just ran out of space, time, I don't know. Anyway, one did not make it in. It's a bit sad, really. I kind of ran out of wall real estate, too, to add signage. If I ever add some more improvements to this building, it will definitely be on the short list of things to add. 6 rows down, 36 to go. The printed egg with reptile eyes was not available. No, there was no printed egg with reptile eyes, sadly. Clearly did not get enough bricks out. Do I own a Lego piece? Maybe? Who knows? 3324CO1. No idea what that is. Oh, story bricks. I have to see your fun building with superheroes someday. I mean, this building is full of scientists, which are modern day superheroes, obviously. I mean, come on. Build some benches. Get some lab benches going on. Hello, Ba5665. Did you buy the Great Wave? No, I did not. Or Starry Night? No. Rush. I did not. I mean, they both look pretty good, but I will never hang them anywhere, so wasn't really that interested. I'd have to say, I think I like the Great Wave better, though. I think it's just really a lot brighter. I actually do like the large border it has. It's pretty nice. So if I had to choose one, I think I would choose that one. Lego hinge plate. Yeah, I mean, I probably have it. Is there a hood over lab bench? Yes, there is a fume hood. We will be building it into the wall as we build the sidewall. Here we go, and we have, I also added a Bunsen burner to this. Where'd my blue flame go? Nice little Bunsen burner. Does my side camera work? Oh, yeah. So here we have some lab benches, built-ins with some little drawers at the bottom. A little Bunsen burner, so we can light things on fire, do our experiments. The wave is really cool. Building techniques too, not just thousands one by one plates like the other art sets. Yeah, it does look pretty nice. I mean, I may pick it up at some point. Never say never. I also like this, I was really intrigued by this water splash piece. It's just like a flat tile with, it's like spilled water. Which is very interesting. I decided to add it in front of the sink. Just another hazard in the academy. Oh, I guess we need some lab benches. Or stools. These are the stools that go between the lab benches. Now we will build, we need to build two of these. Two actual lab benches. And Crystal is very adamant that these needed to be black, because lab benches are black, apparently. Two lab benches. And then we have our little scientist. At least she has safety goggles. One of the few scientists who are taking proper safety precautions in the lab. Craft and Bix, love the floor patterns. Cheers, thanks. So many neat lab gear options from Biker. Must have been tough to choose which to include. Yeah, I mean, it was actually quite a challenge to figure out what to put inside this entire building. Because there are a lot of options, but one thing we decided to add, was a microscope. Obviously, every chemistry lab needs a microscope. Which we will build right now. Cute little microscope, minifig scale. And that fits on the lab bench. Like so. Oh, and I got one by round. Actually, that was supposed to be a flower piece, but whatever. And then we got another Bunsen burner with a frying pan. And there's supposed to be, oh yeah, here we go. 1 by 1 tile with an egg. Somebody's frying their breakfast egg in the frying pan in the lab, which is clearly a no-no, but you know, who's going to enforce the rules? Ezra, I have to lay out a row of 42 pads, go through and delete the unused ones, then name all of them based on their coordinates. For example, G4. Wow, this sounds like exercise in boredom. It's crazy. What's my opinion of the Lego Titanic? It's big. Pizza box in the lab. I mean, the Titanic looks pretty awesome, but yeah, I mean, it looks like an amazing set. Where is this build inspired from? Craft and Bricks. Nothing in particular. Just, you know, my own imagination. And here we have a little centrifuge so that we can do some experiments. Isolate some things, whatever you use centrifuges for. How many cameras do you use? I use 3 cameras for this. Macaro, how are you today? I'm doing great. How are you? Jason. Petty John, please don't tell my boss I'm watching this. I'll remember that. Our Hamburg, will you produce more videos again in the future? You weren't so active during the last weeks. No, I have not been, sadly. Yeah, I might start again at some point. I actually do have a few models that are that we built like last year that I've never even posted anywhere. But I don't know, I haven't really been motivated to make videos of them. Rosh, what do you think of the Rivendell set? It's a work of art to me. Yeah, I mean, it looks beautiful. Absolutely. Okay, next bag. Which is a combo. I'll start building the walls for the chemistry lab. Wow, there's a lot of bricks in this one. And we'll also build the greenhouse as well. Did you include that 1x1 round tile with the printed amoeba? I don't think that was in the palette, actually. Ezra, tiny microscope is cool. Cheers, thanks. It's very fun on the other. I don't really know. How do I type sarcastically? You have to put a /s at the end. Lorraine's dishing out on Crystal. Bruno, great looking model. You have my support. Oh, cheers, thanks. So how many times did you test your build instructions? And did you have others tested as well? How was that experience? I kind of tested them once, not even really fully though. Actually, I guess this is the first time I'm really testing them. I kind of built some of it as I was prototyping the instructions, but I actually had a lot of the pieces already built or parts already built when I made the instructions, so I was just kind of doing it based on how I thought it would go together. But I do have quite a lot of experience making instructions, so it wasn't actually that bad. And as far as complexity goes, it's actually pretty simple because it's just a building. You know, it goes together pretty much ground up, things stacking on top of each other. It's not like a complex kinetic sculpture or something where you have like crazy mechanisms that have to interact with each other in weird ways. And then it gets really quite a bit more complicated to just even plan how you want the steps to be laid out. Rosh just advertised your submission on another live stream. Oh, cheers, man. You are pretty popular among the German AFOL community. Oh, thanks. That's very generous of you. Really appreciate it. I mean, I do wish I understood German because I know I would love to like watch some of the German live streams. Even though I don't understand what's going on, I have watched a few of them, like Stone Wars, even Heldenstein. I've watched a bit of his. But because I'm not really into sets, I mean, not really that into most of his content. But because Jonas Kram, you know, is part of Stone Wars, it's really cool to see him on stream every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, that works, Ezra. The /s, I mean, implies it's a sarcastic comment. Oh, I would advise to use a nicer background on the next submission you can render in studio with transparent. I mean, I did render it. I actually did render it with transparent. I'm terrible at like graphic design, so I thought about adding a different background, but then I just gave up. And you get a gray background. That's what you get from JK Brickworks. How many parts will there be in the set? Oh, of live streams? Probably 3. I think I can do it in 3 live streams. But the last one will probably be tomorrow. Oh, interesting. Jason, if you have a Google Pixel, translate YouTube live streams in any language. Yeah, like clearly technology exists that I don't need to know any language to understand it. They need to get on that, make it available much wider. Much more widely available. Oh, Bruno, hope you can show off the next model at our next lug meeting. Yeah, I would have brought it to the last lug meeting. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. So that's what happened there. But yeah, if we're at the April, if we're at the April meeting, I'll definitely bring it. What's Lug? Ezra. Lego user group. Bruno is part of my local Lego user group, Parliament. We meet once a month to discuss the finer points of the Lego hobby and show off creations and such. I mean, ours is obviously in Ottawa because that's where we live, but I mean, you should see if there's any lugs near you. Tile 1x1 round. Artillery, welcome from Amsterdam. Absolutely love your creations. Oh, cheers. Really appreciate that. Thanks for popping in. I'm just building the wall of my chemistry lab. It's part of the academy. And of course, the top of this is all tiled so that the upper floors can be removed pretty easily, just like, you know, the Lego does in their modular buildings. One by 3 tile. There you are. Oh, the only advantage I see from lugs is getting new parts cheaper. Well, yeah, I guess lug bulk is a advantage, but I mean, it's actually also really fun to just interact with other fans of Lego. But if you're not into that sort of thing, then I can see why you might not be interested. Okay, now we're gonna get some seedlings going. I'm actually building a few of these little saplings for the greenhouse. I do love these kind of domed pots, whatever they are. I mean, Lego uses them in all kinds of different ways, but I'm using them as planting pots. Have you guys heard about the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog theme? So what are your thoughts? I have not heard about an upcoming Sonic theme, so I have no thoughts on it. Planting plants in the greenhouse. Oh, and here's the most exciting plant in the greenhouse. This is our little carnivorous man-eating plant. Definitely one of the things to look out for when you're working at the academy. Ooh, the beehive parts also looks cool as a vase. Yeah, I could totally see that. It's a pretty big vase, but yeah. Clearly some unsuspecting scientist has got stuck in the carnivorous plant. He's got his legs all up in there. Once we put the fronds on, it'll make a bit more sense. There we go. Our nice carnivorous plant with man-eating, chomping action. Watch out, lest you be eaten. That goes right there. Oh, interesting. You went to Brickfest. That's cool. I mean, conventions are pretty fun for sure to go to if you have access to them. Sadly, not everybody does. I actually haven't been to one in a little while. Unfortunately, most of the ones in North America happen in the summer, and Crystal and I are always traveling in the summer. So last summer we managed to stop in at one in the middle of the prairies, Brixpo. It was super fun weekend. Met some great people, had some good fun. So it was fun to chat about Lego with people. Rydog, what are you building? I'm building the Academy for Expiring Scientists. This is my model that I submitted to the Bricklink Designer Program. There's a link at the top of the chat if you want to check it out, see what it's all about. Need some scissors in the greenhouse, which clearly do not... Oh, interesting. My clip is broken. Well, that's sad. This 1x1 brick with clip just snapped. Ah, well, gets thrown in the garbage bin. Thankfully, I do have a few. So we'll get another one out. There we go. The scissors will stay on better. One by one round. No, 1x1 plate. Regular plate. There we go. Mellow, what academy is this? This is the Academy for Expiring Scientists, obviously. And now we're doing the walls of the greenhouse I just made with these, transparent black window frames. A lot of glass, as greenhouses often have. Fan of Hero, considering how many bricks you have, how many times do you run out? It would help if I put that on the right way. I mean, I'm constantly making orders for other bricks or for other pieces. No matter how many pieces you have, you never have enough. Our Hamburg asked in the last live stream how many Bricklink orders I placed for this. And I think I have to say I probably had maybe 90% of the parts to build this already. But I did have to place like 5 or 6 Bricklink orders to get all the parts I was missing. It's definitely pretty common. Like for the domino ring, which I just finished, again, I probably made 3 or 4 Bricklink orders. Some of them pretty big. I needed a lot of 1x8 red tiles for that. Here's the door to get from the chemistry lab into the greenhouse. We had a dog or a dog bed. No conventional pets in this academy. There is a rabbit out back. And there's a sea serpent, obviously. And what more do you need for pets? We have a sea serpent. There also is also a dinosaur, pet dinosaur upstairs, which we will get to. Oh, 1x3. Actually, I don't think I have a 1x3. Oh man, this 1x1 snapped as well. Why are these all snapping? Man, that's terrible. Hopefully I do have enough to replace all those. Oh, that's a brick. That's why. Looking for a plate, but it's brick. Oh yeah, and there's a rat under the staircase. We're going to try and make this an idea set. Crafting bricks. Clearly, you didn't get the memo. It's part of the Bricklink Designer Program. Link at the top if you want to check it out. And what else do we got here? We also have a shovel in the greenhouse. Where's my shovel at? Oh, there. No, that's my cleaver. There's a cleaver in the kitchen, the chemistry lab. Shovel hanging on the wall. I think I might have to dig out some more of those. Oh, there's another clip. This one's still good. A little meat cleaver above the lab bench. I have quite a few of these 1x1 bricks with clips on them, so that's okay. Is there a problem with that color? I thought they fixed the problem with brown. Yeah, they did fix the color with brown. I mean, I don't know how old these are. These might be pretty old. So yeah, this is medium nougat. But clearly I just had 2 clips break, so that's not good. But I mean, they probably are pretty old parts, these ones. I'm sure I've had them for years. David's Work Studios, how are you doing? I am doing great. David's Work Studios, never seen the set before. World premiere, my friend. World premiere. Brickle, serious bro, what time is it at your place? At our place it's 8:56 a.m. Going to sleep. See, I mean it's almost 3 o'clock p.m. my time. Middle of the afternoon. Well, we got our second sign. No food in the lab. I had this sticker made too. It's no food in the lab sign. Despite there being lots of food in the lab. So clearly the researchers in the lab, in the academy, do not pay attention to the warning signs. Seen your blue spaceship. Where is it? Dave's Work Studios. Blue spaceship, eh? You mean the Galaxy Explorer? It's over there. Hey, any chance this would go to Catabrick? I know you had a set there. I got a building from them and I was surprised by the quality. Yeah, their quality is actually pretty good. I mean, maybe we'll see if it doesn't make it through. The Bricklink designer program. We'll see what happens to it. I don't know. I'm definitely open to possibilities. Okay, need another headlight brick. Obviously, it's easier just to get one from the collection. So now we're working on the fume hood. Everybody needs some good ventilation in your chemistry lab. There we go. KDR, no food in the lab is sensible. It is very sensible. I don't know why people don't follow sensible rules. Tyler Peacock, any big plans coming soon? This? This is definitely what I've spent most of my time on the last couple months. Other than the domino ring as well. So yeah. This and the domino ring have taken up most of my time over the last 2 months. Matt the Lego Maniac, looking good so far. Cheers, thanks. Oh, Ezra's making progress on his 42 rows of work. 10 down, 32 to go. Keep at it, my friend. Keep at it. Ooh, and I finally, now that I got these pieces, I'm excited about. I can actually build my plant. This is another cool little plant. Actually, this is the very first time I've ever even played with these pieces, so it's Pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I do like them. But I need to get some more leaves. I wasn't sure if I would actually have these at this point in the build. So it's nice that that Bricklink order showed up. And a nice little red flower at the top. So got a little viney plant there, and there's 2 more seedlings as well. Wow, I love the interior. Cheers, thanks, Matt. Really appreciate that. You should make a Lego scale model of your house. That would be cool. You know what? Crystal actually started building one. Shortly after we moved into this house, like 6 or 7 years ago. But just never bothered finishing it. Turns out it's actually not that interesting. Crafting bricks, there are 2864 pieces, yep. Juan Philippe, yeah, I made a request a few months ago, and I'll make it again. Can you please make the movable ATAT with your other power bank, please? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's on my list, but so are a lot of other things. Sadly, I don't think I'll get to it anytime soon. Okay, finishing up the greenhouse walls. And they tie into the main structure, so they're super solid. Oh, Brickul, good nights. Good luck with your creation. Cheers, thanks for joining. Big important question, will you hide a frog in there? There is a frog in the model. It's actually not hidden. It's in the back. Wide open. GTA 5 San Andreas. Gianluca. Welcome. The address on the mailbox is pretty interesting. Favorite place you've traveled to? Ooh, good question. There are definitely a few. There's a... Oh, that's a 2x. I do like these 1x. These are like double-sized plates. They're like a plate, but too high. It's like 2/3 of a brick. It's pretty interesting. Favorite place we've traveled to? I mean, the Bugaboos Provincial Park. It's pretty amazing. Granite mountains, surrounded by glaciers. Good quality climbing. It's a hell of a hike to get there, though. But, yeah. It's definitely one of our favorite spots. Anything with good mountains, basically. 1x8. I think I've ordered some 1x8 bricks, did I? Clearly did not get them. Got 1x6. Can you recommend some Lego-based YouTube channels? Oh, Matt the Lego Maniac. Cheers, thanks. What do you think you'll build next? Oh, I brought a squid on the go. Kinetic sculpture of a squid. Maybe I'll finish that up. Lego-based YouTube channels. I mean, you're probably already aware of most of them, I would imagine. If you're around the YouTube world. Depends what you're looking for. Are you looking for mock building? I mean, Brickcrafts is pretty cool for his Lego City. And he has some cool content as well. He has a German channel as well. but I assume you must already be aware of him. Craft and Bricks. I am a Lego-based YouTube channel. Yeah, he's German. I know him. Yeah, I figured you would. I mean, there's a couple of American ones. I don't really watch them though, because I'm not into sets. So a lot of them cover sets, which isn't something I'm really that interested in. I mean, Brick Experiment channel obviously has interesting content. Brick Technology, Brick Science, all the brick things. All right, greenhouse roof. For the greenhouse roof, I'm using these curved glass panes to make it a little more interesting. Oh, yeah. Jang Bricks, obviously. But again, Jang Bricks, well, I mean, he does a lot of live streaming these days, so on Twitch. I mean, he does some live streaming on YouTube too, but there is a lot on Twitch. Oh, and I got some biohazard. Clearly, the scientists store a bunch of their hazardous waste on top of the... You know, you just put it out of the way on top of the cupboard. So I had some biohazard prints made, which are pretty fun. I like them anyway. What do you think of the Technic 4 GT? Oh yeah, you got the Technic 4 GT. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I'm playing a hard level in Geometry Dash. Oh, I've never played that. Sounds intriguing. Taco Dog. But the GBC stuff, well, I definitely missed that message. Oh, have you ever thought about making a standalone decorated marble run, like a microscale city with marbles running through and or mountain with marbles rolling around it? I mean, I've made a couple of GBC modules in the past. And actually working on a new mechanism for a picker-upper. So yeah, maybe. I mean, I've been thinking about doing another marble run video. We'll see. Again, just add it to the list of things to do. Okay. Clearly getting behind. Oh, Crystal just came home. What do you million print for you? I mean, he printed all of these custom printed tiles. They're actually all stickers. He printed all the stickers for me. I just pre-placed them so that I wouldn't have to do it on stream. Okay, we got our biohazard boxes. We got the roof. We'll get the roof of the greenhouse going. Oh, Taco Dog beat his level. Awesome. Congratulations. Oh, Crystal's home. Come say hi, Crystal. Your mom was in the chat.
Oh, I know. I was talking to them on the way home.
Telling everybody that you eat oatmeal
in
the lab.
Definitely do that. Hi, everybody.
Oh, they can't even see you because
I'm too short.
There you go.
Hi, everybody. How's this going?
It's good. We're almost on the ground floor.
Did you choose the color scheme consciously in your other videos? Seems you use standard of red, green, and blue. I like that, but was it a conscious decision? Were they cheaper?
For which ones? I mean, most of my vehicles are red and white. Because that's like a Canadian.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, everybody says
hi, Mom.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, good
Go
times.
back to... They can't see you anymore.
Oh, good. Okay, greenhouse. Yes, you got the greenhouse built. You got my man-eating plant going on there.
I can definitely hear you.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking.
Oh, the first video I ever watched was your amazing prairie dog mock.
Aw, that's nice.
That's nice. Choose the color scheme consciously in your older videos.
That's the one I read.
Yeah, I know. I was just... Yeah. I don't know. Like in the GBC model, for example. I mean, I do like primary colors. Like the robots are just primary colors. So I don't think it was... I mean, definitely expense does play a role in the decision for sure. But mostly I'm not very good with color. So I just always fall back to basic colors. Or tried and true color schemes. Okay, we got our greenhouse. The greenhouse is done. So there you go. It's got its carnivorous man-eating plants. We've got a little door. We can access it from the inside as well, from the chemistry lab. And the roof pops off, so you can like easily get access into it. Some good features.
Oh, I hadn't seen the egg tile yet. That's fine.
Oh, I just got some stuff in the mail today.
Oh, cool.
I got the green egg, and I finally got the pieces to build this.
Oh, those are really nice. Are those new?
Yeah. They're I mean, they are brand new, actually.
Cool.
But they just showed up.
Excellent.
Which is awesome. Like 10 minutes before I started streaming.
Oh, nice. Good timing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, thanks for joining.
My toast pump.
Crystal's leaving us. What else did Crystal contribute to the mock besides the goldfish? Rosh. I mean, mostly she was the idea person that I would bounce ideas off of. She also insisted that the lab benches be black. I mean, a lot of the ideation for this model was just us chatting about what to put in it, so it's clearly like more in the brainstorming and idea phase.
I feel like I first suggested carnivorous plant.
Oh yeah, the carnivorous plant was definitely Crystal's original suggestion. Fan of Hero. First one I watched was your Lego Trebuchet and magnetic driven bus. Cool. Yeah, those are some pretty old videos. Where do you get the ideas for your videos? Yeah, everywhere. Craft and bricks. Greenhouse turned out amazing. Cheers, thanks. Oh, Brick Jonas is in the house. Good luck for DBP. You as well, my friend. Pretty sure I saw a model from you up there as well, I think. Is that your wife? Yes. Are those new fern pieces from Rivendell? No. I do want to get some of those new fern pieces too, though. And they look pretty awesome. She's my muse, so to speak. Yes. Pretty much, yeah. Do you have Lego Blue Spaceship? Damn, it's like the Galaxy Explorer? Yes, I do. It's over there. This build is looking really cool so far. It's also great that you're doing a part 2 so soon as I missed the last one. Oh, cheers. By the way, your builds are the best. I like the marble system. Yeah, so does everybody else. I really should make another marble run, but again, not enough time. You missed the 1x6 tile above the cupboard. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Oh, yeah, there it is. We'll get... it'll come out in the wash, I'm sure. Okay, we've got to do the front wall. This is where we have our main windows. First, we need to make some... This is probably the most decorated wall in the entire building. We've got some fancy curtains going on and some fancy trim around the windows. And actually, I'm just going to make 2 of these because I know... Actually, I'm going to make more than 2 of these. I'm going to make 4 of these because I know we need a lot of them. Do you have a Lego Technic sets from the 1980s? I mean, I did. That's what really inspired me as a child to build. But my younger brother has them all now. I basically just left them all at home. Ever thought of building a mecha robot? Yeah, it's not really something that's I've thought about. No. I mean, I've definitely thought about it in the past, but not seriously enough to actually do anything about it. There's a lot of small pieces in these side walls. To get everything, I need to be able to attach stuff in the front and the back of these pillars, basically. So they are a little bit finicky. But the decorations make it all worthwhile. I like Lego stop motion from Bricks Planet. Yeah, I actually haven't watched a lot of the more recent stop motion videos lately. I can only imagine it's far more impressive than the stop motion videos from 20 years ago. Okay, there should be one more short brick in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. How do you feel about the Lego Mindstorm sets getting discontinued? Yeah, it kind of sucks. I have to say, I mean, it's just disappointing. Because they are, I mean, they're pretty, I mean, they're very expensive, I'll give you that. But they are actually a really great way for kids to get into robotics and programming. Because once you buy the kit, because it's all compatible with Lego, obviously, you can really expand it. And there's like a huge community of Lego Mindstorms builders that share instructions and stuff. I mean, I don't build a lot of Mindstorms kits, but I definitely, or Mindstorms models, but I usually build 1 or 2 every year, and I share the instructions, which is, you know, it's a great way for like teaching kids how to program. Okay, and now we need some curtains. So this is going to be, these are the decorative front part of these window pillars. And then we get curtains in behind, and the curtains are dark red. So yeah, anyway, Mindstorms being discontinued is kind of sucks. Crafting Crafting Bricks. Alexander Studios and I use the same stop motion techniques. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, rest in peace, Mindstorms. It's a bummer. I mean, I guess it's a lot of development costs for Lego, and I don't know how much. I mean, it just ends up being super expensive, and it's hard to compete with like cheaper robotic systems and programming systems that are out there. Okay, finally finishing up these curtains. I'm kind of just skipping ahead because okay, now that I have actually all these together, we need to start adding them to the wall. Another theme ruined to extinction by Lego due to lack of interest. Yeah, I mean, if you've ever been to an FLL event, there's definitely a lot of interest for robotics. But I guess once kids have a Mindstorm set, they don't need to buy any more. So I'm sure the newer Mindstorms kit did not perform very well. Why am I missing windows? Oh, they're there. Because in a lot of ways, it was like a step back from the EV3. Do you always come up with all that by yourself, or do you check instructions how curtain is built or whatever? Yeah, for this I just built it myself. Just thought, how do curtains look? But I did, for this entire building, I did look through instructions for a bunch of Lego buildings. Like modular buildings and such, as I mentioned in the previous stream. Just to kind of see how they built walls and stuff. Curtain section's done. Now we need the section in between the two windows. And we have another one of our standard light fixtures on the inside of this one. And then another curtain on that side. Another set of windows. And the last curtain section on this side. And Rosh, yeah. Oh, lack of interest by the company, yeah. The new kit was a disaster because of the bad design. The theme was excellent, yeah. Yeah, clearly they made some poor decisions, I think. I guess they're always trying to like simplify things for some reason. I don't understand it really. And they probably just decided to throw in the towel kind of thing than bothering to do a proper product, which is a shame. Would you recommend power functions? You know what? No, definitely would not. I mean, I guess I haven't really like looked into power functions too thoroughly. I know you can do a lot of like programming with it and stuff. As a replacement for power, Oh. Oh no, sorry, I'm power function. Oh yeah, power functions are awesome. I mean, that's a great way to just turn the motor on. But the new powered up system is a replacement for power functions is pretty lame. Oh yeah, Lego education kits won't be discontinued, yeah. What's the best way to learn to work with Studio? I don't know, people ask me that all the time, but I don't really know, like, or people seem to have trouble with it. I guess just like practice is the best thing I can suggest. Like, but it's hard to, I can't really look at it from the perspective of a like new user because I've been using it for so long, and I've been doing like, you know, building with CAD systems even before Studio for so long that it kind of just all made sense to me. So I know there are definitely some videos online going through a lot of the basics. I know Playwell Bricks, Jason Payette from Playwell Bricks, he made a whole bunch. He's got a channel of like studio tips and tricks, which is pretty cool if you're like really looking for somewhere to get some like basic techniques and stuff. Playwell Bricks is the name of his channel. EV3 is honestly better, yeah. I mean, the EV3 is definitely more capable. But that's part of the, I think that's part of the problem is that once you have an EV3 or even a couple of EV3s, you don't really need anything else. So, unlike, you know, most Lego sets, you are always constantly buying more. Once you have one EV3, you don't really need anything else. So they can't sell you a new generation as easily. Brick Salad, yeah, sorry, I messed that up a little bit. Powered up is not great as a replacement for power functions. I mean, I think like it does a lot of other things too, so for what it does, it probably is decent. But you can't just like plug a motor in and turn it on, which is kind of like the core basic like use case for building a motorized model. It's really lame that you can't do that. Okay, and last minute I did add a fire extinguisher to the Academy so that there is at least some way to mitigate any fires that pop up. And this is the last wall segment on the ground floor. Now we'll tie it all together. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other alternatives for motorizing models. Like Circuit Cube is pretty good. I mean, it's like really small components, so. Lego Portugal. Sorry, I'm a bit behind on the chat. What is your opinion about the Technic today and those of 30 years ago? I mean, I definitely prefer studded Technic models like 30 years ago. I mean, the modern day Technic is just a whole different system, which is fine. I mean, it's okay, but I don't get excited about it. So, yeah. I definitely don't get that excited about new Technic sets. Seems we only get vehicles out of Technic anymore, yeah. I mean, Oh, our Hamburg found it. Thanks for the recommendation. Cheers. 4 Lego. Oh, somebody asked me if I had trains. I do have trains. Actually, I have quite a few Lego trains. A long time ago in the chat. I'm way behind on that one. 4 Lego trains, all from Power Functions. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they only do vehicles or mostly focus on vehicles. I guess it's easy. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're really popular. People do love vehicles. We start tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yeah, I think tomorrow morning I'll do a 10 a.m. my time. Again, to start. And hopefully that's all it'll take, but we'll see. Taco Dog, thanks for joining. Yeah, Rosh, a dumb battery box shouldn't cost $35. I mean, with circuit cubes, you can get a smart and dumb battery box altogether for like $20 or $10. I mean, they have like the Bluetooth expansion pack. You get 2 motors plus the controller for $40 US. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Oh yeah, the new Technic powered up one is absolutely ridiculous. Lego Mastery Creations. Yeah, I mean, obviously you have like compatibility parts to connect them all together, but I'm just saying it's studless building is not really something I'm interested in. Yeah, the Power Functions rechargeable battery box is like chef's kiss. Amazing. I have a few of them. That's pretty much all I use for powering my models. You can run it while it's plugged in. You can recharge it. You can take it on the go. There's like so many advantages to it. It's pretty awesome. All right, final part of this is to add the arches on top of the windows, which is probably one of the earliest, I think the earliest design element. I think the first design element I worked on for this entire building was the windows. And just to get the detail along the sides and the arches on the top. I'm pretty happy with them, how they turned out. Oh yeah, Tiago's a pretty good channel too, but again, he primarily focuses on sets, so if that's what you're into, then that's cool. I mean, he does really great set reviews. Powered up is lame, which is sad because I like some of the models they used for it. I could mod them, but who wants to after paying so much money for Lego anyway? Yeah, it's a real shame. Yeah, we're not quite done the first floor. We have to do the doorway, obviously. And then we'll be done the first floor. And I think that'll probably be it for today. Okay, yeah, we're working on the floor. That's the next bag. Box. Lego. Clearly, I had some leftover parts. I also spent quite a bit of time decorating the door. It was like a lot of like iterative design to try and get it to look good and open and close and to be decorated nicely, and I'm pretty happy with how it ended up. I guess I should just make 2 of these again, but right from the get-go. I'm using these ingot pieces, these 1x2 tiles with the little, they're like beveled edges. They're pretty fun. I really like them for detail work. The set looks a bit inspired by the LEGO Ideas Friends Cafe, the nougat bricks, and the overall color scheme. Oh yeah, I mean, it's quite possible. I don't think it's that unique a color scheme. I'm actually not familiar with that model, but I mean, I may have seen it. I don't remember it though. Oh, you mean the actual Friends? Sorry. For some reason, whenever people say Friends, I think of the Lego Friends theme, not the actual sitcom. But yeah. For sure, yeah, I guess it is the same color scheme. Yeah, the TV series. I got you now. I'm on it. And I decided to go with some big, wooden doors, beefy, heavy-duty doors for the. I figured a building like this needed some pretty serious doors. Actually spent a lot of time trying to figure out a good doorknob for the doors, but in the end I just went with a 1x1 round plate. And I might as well just make 2 of those right away. Zuling Li, how hard is it to design something? I don't know. I'm guessing it varies quite a bit depending on what you're trying to design. I wouldn't say it's particularly hard, but it does take a long time. It took me 2 months to design this model. There was, of course, a lot of redesign and revisiting as I went. For some reason, oh, there it is. There it is, I see it. 1x1 round plate. Door number 2. Lego Portugal Films. I really like your channel's logo. Oh, cheers. I've had that logo for like over 20 years. Even before JK Brickworks. Have you made any Galaxy Explorer themed builds? I have not. Okay, we're adding the doors in. And they are hinged, so they open and close. Have you considered working for Lego? And do you think you have what it takes? I'm going to say no to both of those. I mean, I guess I've casually thought about it at various times over the years. Not recently, though. Do I have what it takes? I would say probably not. I don't think I'm artistic enough to be what they're looking for. Next fall, can you make a man who eats the leaves that fall from the trees? I mean, that's pretty fairy tale like. Interesting idea. A 1x1 plate with clip combined with these 1x1 plate mod lock looking pieces look good. When they're flat silver, flat gold, they look like a door knocker. Oh yeah. Yeah, actually originally, I assume it's these you're talking about? I did actually originally use these for the door handles. But you can't actually pull on them. Well, and if you space them out from the door by a plate, they actually end up just looking too big. They look too big. Anyway, it was a good option, but in the end I just decided it didn't quite look great. Or they look good when they're flush with the door, but then you can't actually get behind them to open them. So it was a judgment call, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. I do agree they do make good looking door handles though, or door knockers, for sure. Okay, and we're getting the little, whatever you call this, above the door head frame thingy. Another piece I quite like are these 1x4 half domey things. They're pretty cool decorative pieces. Oh, Enthusiastic Banana is back in the chat. Thanks for visiting again. I mean, I did take a 2-hour break to have lunch and go for a run, but we are back. But we're just finishing up as well. Once I'm done this, we'll be done the ground floor, and then we will take another break until tomorrow. Oh, I need to put the base for my light fixture on. Okay, hold on. What? Clearly missing something going on here. I clearly put that on too far forward. Can't even follow my own instructions. It's terrible. Like the great flowers in the window was the first thing I realized. Oh yeah, cheers. Ezra Cornfield, can you not do an afternoon stream tomorrow? I have therapy and don't want to miss this. I mean, hopefully it will be done in the morning. Actually, maybe not. There's still quite a bit to go. I guess it might still take 2 more streams to do. I mean, I guess we'll see what we do. We'll see how much we do, and we'll see how long it takes. Okay, I've just got a towel, cover that up, and then we'll do... I'm using these paint rollers for the front and the back light. I think they're pretty cool. Okay. Got our light. Oh, and we get, I'm gonna tie this all together too. And I think, oh, we're not quite done yet. We'll do the plants. But before we do that, we'll take a look at the front. We have a nice decorative door, and the doors open and close. I was pretty happy with how the front of the model turned out. And I think the last part of the ground floor are, oh, actually, I guess the front and the back. But actually, we'll do the vines, and then I think we'll call it a day. So we'll start wrapping up a little bit. We'll do the vines up the front. And the vines are all connected together, actually. Oops, that one fell. Eventually they all are solidly anchored in using these little small leaf pieces. Where does that one go? That's a good question. I think the instructions on this part could be a little bit clearer. And then, yeah, one more at the front. Okay. And I think we'll call it a day there. Get some vines on the side. And it's actually super solid, this whole model. You can actually pick it up by the archways in between, or grab onto the sides. I wanted to make sure it was nice and stable, so if you're moving it around, I won't have any problems with it. Yeah, and the lab is all finished, and our ocean room, and our little front hallway. Some nice details. All right, I think we're good to go then, though. Thanks for everybody for joining the chat. We'll continue again tomorrow morning, same time as this morning. So yeah, thanks for everybody for joining. And we will see some of you tomorrow. Cheers.